The success criterion of the fruitful project we have defined is the visually understandable playing field for both production and retail, where we see the united team with unique characteristics striving on both playing fields, production and retail, for the ultimate goal, make sport accessible to all. With constant innovation in every move, this project will bring happiness, or we call fruitful result, for each teammate, for shareholders, and for all sports lovers. Since the starting point with a team of unique characteristics, we have defined responsibility is our source of growth. We amaze each other with our vitality. We are bold to make risk, to aim for constant development. We are humble to listen to each other and collaborate for collective intelligence, for continuous improvement mindset. We treasure genuine, dynamic players who innovate always. We are all view-oriented for mutual development with our business partners. And that's how we have geared up for 20 years ago and started our journey. This road was painted, which we meant the journey of Decathlon Vietnam that describes concisely our 20-year story, our legacy, production, and the next chapters where we are about to realize production and retail, where we now introduce the playing fields to you. On the right side is production, retail comes on the left side. They both will be working together for the common goal. Now look at business size to see how we have developed in production. Our starting point with small representative office, few members, 2 processes including footwear and heavy stitching for €1 million business. However, nowadays we do have a premise in Ho Chi Minh City, one another in Hanoi, with embassies located in all suppliers around Vietnam. Personnel multiplied by 120 times, for business size multiplied by 500 times, and the operation of 6 processes. With constant innovation, we are confident to look forward to a brighter future ahead. And now look at production, how we set orientation for mutual development between us and our suppliers. Massification, we focus on building up strong, exclusive relationship with industrial partners, and this helps enhance flexibility by producing many models on production lines occupied all year long. Third, smooth production from top, flop, and seasonalities. Enhance efficiencies for supplier by making use of Decathlon expertise on development, administration, IT, etc. Enhance close relationship, mutual understanding through sharing values and win-win logic. Not only components were focused in terms of localization, but also human by the increasing presence in embassies. We work with continuous improvement spirit within our organization first, and with suppliers on all the topics related to human, quality, supply, development, and industrialization. We enhance the competencies and autonomy of suppliers by the embassy team expertise. We also consider lean as guidelines for our working ways. We also look for industrial innovation to create best value to cost products, thus enlarge the business size and outstand our performance. We develop business for local need, which means Vietnam for Vietnam in a total cost of ownership logic, local to local, and answer the need of worldwide customers also, local to global. We choose the best location in Vietnam to produce for each retail zones. Also concerns other factors such as environment along our development. We define to be successful, we need to develop, to grow, and to sustain. From such efforts and factors, we are looking forward to a year 2020 with incredible growth. Specifically, we increased our turnover by 2.2 times. We decreased Our ratio expands on turnover by 0.73%. Now we are ready for a new challenge to serve local taste of sports with retail. So why we have chosen Vietnam as our next destination for retail? Vietnam's economic appeal comes from the potential. Specifically, the country will become the 22nd biggest economy in 2050. Its purchasing power parity per capita increased by 60% in 2026, out of which 12% will be spent on clothes, shoes, sport. That generates the turnover of total sport markets of $1 billion USD, in which sport mass market accounts for $850 million USD. And we aim for 30% of the total sport market. Our ambition is to become the leader of sport mass market. Currently, the popular sports which are being played in Vietnam are football, badminton, tennis, table tennis, running, fitness, and swimming. This country also geographically supports the new trend of sport. Specifically, the mountain and hill accounts for 40%, tropical forest accounts for 42%, and the coastal line is of 3,500 kilometers. With these figures, Decathlon is already ready to support users to conquer more and more of these sports. About the location of retail, we will focus on the big cities, leading by Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi, where we will first put our 2 flagships. How would our store look like? We will first start with a 1,600 square meter store with extendable capability. We will apply a standalone concept to have only Decathlon products. First, we would be able to introduce the right image about who we are. We apply simple yet smart cost but safe and clean. We will create a living environment where users are able to meet sportsmen. They would be able to share the experience, to discover new sport through our playing ground. We start with 24 popular sports in Vietnam. The team first already identified key sports in Vietnam, then few in the range with made in Vietnam products, and then complete the range with boosters products. The price is a benchmark with competitor study. Sportline innovation and full technical range will be introduced to customers also. Our passion brand will ensure best to value offers. 76% products will have the price below 300,000 Vietnam dong. In order to ensure customer service at best, we define top priority on availability of products at stores. The self-service is also available to have best choice for users' uses as the product speaks itself through clear communication of their users, innovating qualities via either digital network, user to users. We also have assistants who are always available to allow better choice. Our e-commerce starts from the first date of opening our first store or even before. We promise a future for retail part, thus contribute to the success of Decathlon Vietnam project. We have a unique team starting from the first day of Decathlon Spirits. We have developed a pool of talents that give effort every day for sport accessible to all. Now, when the chance comes to serve the local need, we need everyone to be aware, aiming for the goal so we can all strive for a ultimate goal that our team believes is the fruitful result at the end. And so, our ultimate goal is to have a happy team, from factory mates to customers, that consider sport as a chance, a source of pleasure, a way to share, to grow, and to transcend. With our operators, line leaders, production leaders, factory leaders, salesmen, retail leaders, customers, users, shareholders, we will definitely all together achieve these goals. 50 stores in 10 years, 30% sport market, 30 million users, 20% turnover coming from e-commerce. Production turnover increased by 2.2 times in 2026. And expense on turnover of production decreased by 0.73% by 2020. And finally, this is the tree, with root as our values, body as our activities and projects. The final fruit is the result, happiness of all sport lovers that we aim for. That's why we call our project the Fruitful. Looking back, we could be proud of the journey we have gone so far to bring happiness to all sport lovers and be even more confident on the future ahead with Decathlon Vietnam project. Now, with retail going along the side, we will all together make sport accessible to even more people, spreading the sportive spirit wider worldwide.